Hello friends, today we discuss about the telescope. Now, tele means away and scope means to see. So we can say that telescope name is given for the purpose to see the things which are away, right? So tele means away and scope means to see. So telescope name is given for purpose to see the things which are away. Now friends, there are three types of telescope: astronomical telescope, terrestrial telescope and refracting telescope. The astronomical telescope is used to observe the objects which are away, like sun, star, planet, etc. So the objects which are away like sun, stars, planet, etc. can be observed by this telescope, say astronomical telescope. The terrestrial telescope, in this telescope there is additional pair of inverting lens which will make the final image erect. So the terrestrial telescope, there is an additional pair of inverting lens in this telescope which will make the final image erect. And third one is refracting telescope. So in refracting telescope, the concave mirror is used in place of objective. So concave mirror is used in this telescope in place of objective. Now we study about the astronomical telescope. Now in astronomical telescope there are also two convex lens. One is called objective and another one is eyepiece. But we know the astronomical telescope are used to observe the object which are away. So in astronomical telescope, the diameter and the focal length of objective is greater than the eyepiece, right? So you have to remember, in astronomical telescope the diameter and focal length of objective is greater than of eyepiece. Now so see the schematic diagram of astronomical telescope. In astronomical telescope there are two convex lens. One is called objective and another one is called eyepiece. Here the diameter of objective is greater than the diameter of eyepiece. So here the parallel rays from the object passes from the objective and gives an image, right? So this is the image of object AB, right? So here the lens facing the object is called objective and the lens near the eye is called eyepiece, right? Here in this the eyepiece can move to and fro in the tube of telescope to get an image, right? So first of all, the parallel rays coming from the object forms a real and inverted image. This small image acts as an object for eyepiece and the eyepiece gives a magnified inverted image A dash B dash, right? So here this is the focal length of objective, so FO. This is the focal length of eyepiece, FE. Here the total distance between objective and eyepiece is called tube length, or we can say length of a tube. So we can say L is equals to FO plus FE, right? So here this FO plus FE is the optical length of the telescope, or we can say length of the tube. Here suppose we assume the angle alpha here, right? And here the rays from the like this, right? These are the rays forms the image AB, and we get an inverted and magnified image by the help of eyepiece, right? This is the here we assume some angle beta. So here we assume angle alpha near objective and angle beta near eyepiece, right? So you have to remember the magnification of telescope is equals to angle subtended by the final image with eye. So beta divided by the angle subtended by the object with the objective, say alpha. So the formula of magnification of telescope M is equals to beta upon alpha, right? So here we write some sentence. We know that it is used to observe the object which are away. In this there are two convex lens, first objective and second eyepiece. The lens facing the object is called objective and lens near eye is called eyepiece. The diameter and focal length of objective is higher than the eyepiece. Here the eyepiece can move to and fro in the telescope tube when the telescope is focused on the object. As we discussed earlier, the parallel rays coming from the object forms real and inverted image. This image AB on the second principal focus of objective, it's on F0, and this image is act as an object for eyepiece, right? And here we know that eyepiece is moved to and fro to get final inverted image A dash B dash. Now magnification of telescope M is equals to the ratio of angle subtended by final image with eye to the angle subtended by object with objective. So we can say that M is equals to beta upon alpha, right? So this is our equation number 1. Now see, we have to find out the value of alpha and beta. So see this, suppose we assume this height of image is h, right? So see here, see the triangle, this, suppose I denoted this point by O. So see this triangle OBA. We can write that tan alpha is equals to h upon FO. I repeat, tan alpha is equals to h by FO. Same we can also write tan beta is equals to h by FE, right? See, I repeat, tan alpha is equals to h by FO and tan beta is equals to h upon FE, right? So we can write that from the figure, we can write that tan alpha is equals to h by FO, and we know that for small angle alpha is equals to h upon FO number 2. And from the figure, tan beta is equals to h upon Fe, and for small angle we can say beta is equals to h upon Fe number 3. Now we know the value of alpha h upon Fo, value of beta h upon Fe. So we put the value of equation 2 and 3 in equation 1, right? So from equation 1, 2 and 3 we get m is equals to, we know the value of beta, beta is equals to h upon Fe, upon value of alpha h upon Fo, h cancel, so we can get Fo upon Fe. So m is equals to Fo upon Fe. So for the telescope we have to remember the formula of magnification, m is equals to Fo upon Fe, and here Fo plus Fe is the optical length of the telescope. So we can say length of the tube L greater than or equal to Fo plus Fe, or we can also say that the distance between objective and eyepiece is Fo plus Fe, right? So you have to remember the magnification of telescope, m is equals to Fo upon Fe, and the length of tube or tube length or distance between objective and eyepiece Fo plus Fe. Now you have to remember some points for the telescope. The first point is the main consideration with an astronomical telescope are its light gathering power and its resolution or resolving power. These are depend on the area of the objective. You have to remember this point, right? The light gathering power and resolution or resolving power depends on the area of the objective, right? So you have to remember. Now we discuss about refracting type of telescope. Now we already know about refracting type of telescope, right? We know that in refracting type of telescope the concave mirror is used in place of objective, right? The advantage of reflecting telescope is there is no chromatic aberration in a mirror. So by the reflecting type of telescope we get and colorful results. Second advantage is if a parabolic reflecting surface is chosen, the spherical aberration is also removed, right? So we can able to see a better result of the image, right? So the refracting telescope is concave mirror is used in place of objective, right? And the reflecting type of telescope The advantage is the parabolic reflecting surface is chosen, so the spherical aberration is also removed, so we can get a better result, right? Now we discuss about the Cassegrain telescope. The one arrangement using a convex secondary mirror to focus the incident light which now pass through a hole in the objective primary mirror is shown in figure. See, this is one pipe. Here the rays which are parallel. Right. Now we know that these parallel rays are meet at the focus. So after reflecting from this surface, these rays are passing like this and meet at this point. Right. But we cannot able to see in the tube, right? So here we arrange some secondary mirror at this place, so these rays after reflecting incident on this mirror and after reflecting from the secondary mirror we get an image at eyepiece, right? So it has an advantage of a large focal length in small telescope. The largest telescope in India is in a Kavalur, Tamil Nadu. It has a 2.34 meter diameter reflecting telescope. The largest reflecting telescope in the world are the pair of Keck telescopes in Hawaii, USA, with the reflector of 10 meter in diameter. Right. So the largest telescope in India is in Kavalur, Tamil Nadu, having 2.34 meter diameter, and the largest reflecting telescope in the world in USA, in Hawaii, having a reflector of 10 meter. Right. Now we discuss about some example. See, example number 13. A small telescope has an objective lens of focal length 144 cm and an eyepiece of focal length 6 cm. What is the magnifying power of the telescope and what is the separation between the objective and eyepiece? So we have to find out the magnifying power of the telescope and separation between objective and eyepiece. So we have to find out distance between objective and eyepiece, right? So we know the objective lens of focal length 144 cm. So FO is focal length of objective 144 cm. FE focal length of eyepiece 6 cm. Now magnification of telescope. We know the formula of magnification. M is equals to FO upon FE. Value of FO 144, value of FE 6. So we get 2, 4. So magnification M is equals to 24. Right. Now we have to find out what is the separation between objective and eyepiece. So we have to find out the distance between objective and eyepiece, right? So the distance between objective and eyepiece is equals to FO plus FE. Value of FO 144 plus FE 6, so 150 centimeter, right? So the distance between, right, FO plus FE, FO 144, FE 6, so 150. So the distance between objective and eyepiece is 150 centimeter. Okay, thank you. Now Next example is example number 28. A small telescope has an objective lens of focal length 140 cm and an eyepiece of focal length 5 cm. What is the magnifying power of the telescope for viewing a distant objects when A. Telescope is in normal adjustment, and B. The final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision of 25 cm. Now we know that in the normal adjustment the image is at infinite, and we know the magnification of telescope m is equals to FO by FE. But first of all, given data, focal length of objective 140 centimeter, right, and the focal length of eyepiece is 5 centimeter, right, FE 5 centimeter, right. Now for A, right, telescope in normal, so m is equals to FO by FE, so 140 upon 5, so 28, right. So magnification m is equals to 28. Now for B, the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision 25 cm. Now if the distance is 25 centimeter, right, so we know the formula of magnification, m is equals to FO by FE into 1 plus FE by D. Right. Friends, you have to remember this formula for telescope, right, when the final image is formed at the least distance of distinct vision 25 centimeter. So magnification of telescope m is equals to FO by FE into 1 plus FE by D. Friends, you have to remember this equation of magnification, right? Once again I repeat, if the final image is formed at a least distance of distinct vision 25 centimeter, then the formula of magnification for telescope m is equals to FO by FE into 1 plus FE by D. So we know FO 140, FE 5, 1 plus value of FE 5 and value of D 25, so 5, here 28, so 28 into 1 plus 1 by 5, right, so here 5, 28, 1 plus 1 by 5, so here 28, 5 LCM, so 5 plus 1, 6 by 5, so we get 3.6. So magnification m is equals to 33.6, right. Okay, so friends, you have to remember this formula for telescope. If the image is formed at a least distance, then magnification m is equals to FO by FE into 1 plus FE by D. Then you have to put all the values, then you can easily get the magnification. Okay, thanks.